Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, jumping in hot here to another game of Husky Raid. Terrible weapons right off the bat. I wanted to keep talking about my relationship with social media. Ooh, get him. Good job. I wanted to keep talking about my relationship with social media because it's played, I thought that was going to happen, a pretty prominent role in my life. And this is, you know, in some weird way, I suppose it's an attempt at giving something back. But of course, I try and track my history a little bit. Of course, Facebook has been the dominant social media for much of my life, though times are obviously changing, though Facebook groups still play a pretty prominent role. In the first days, though, I was pretty late adopter of Facebook. My generation was a little slow on there. Most of my friends weren't into it, yada yada. Eventually, I kind of got into it, and then it died slowly. Oop, got splatted. But yeah, so that was the early experience with Facebook. YouTube, it turns out, was much more dominant in terms of a social media in my life and in pretty much everyone's lives, I think. And for me, gaming YouTube obviously played a really huge dominant role in the early days. It was really fun to be able to come and watch people play video games and hopefully be good at them. Hopefully. But, oof. The early YouTube, though, early video game streaming, early videos on the internet, I'm still just old enough to the point where the, really low quality stuff was difficult to load in school computers. So, we were struggling along with 320p or whatever it was on early generation YouTube, which obviously the real old timers were like, it's got more than 2 pixels. But, that's not me. 320p, 480p was a pretty big deal. I remember when we started seeing videos like that on a regular basis. That was fun. To date things a little bit, there used to be a feature on YouTube where you could click a button and make the whole screen smaller, which is kind of ridiculous. But it actually allowed you to see certain really low resolution videos better. There's some classic videos I remember in my brain that are just lost for all time that I've never been able to, that died or I've never been able to find again from that era that are still sort of like echoes. Maybe we'll talk about that at some point. But yeah, I'm remembering, I got notes here, and I'm remembering that the computer lab was obviously at school. Most kids didn't have laptops, or let alone phones, that could do any internet stuff. So the computer lab was really where we watched YouTube videos and stuff, and it could get real pandemonium. I remember one girl found a bunch of videos of people setting their own farts on fire with a lighter, and you can envision the rest. And hilarity ensued. Yeah, that was amazing. For me at that age, whatever age it was, middle school, I think, just the idea that girls knew what farts were was hilarious. Never mind setting them on fire is mind blowing. Just crazy stuff. But yeah, what's the last thing? Yeah, that computer lab, tons of great memories. I did my first school newspaper there. Which eventually turned into an Abelard school newspaper. But the very first newspaper there, I think it had a B on it. Oh man, it was fun. We only made 3 issues, but middle school. So Facebook itself, in terms of posts and stuff, was never that huge. But what really was big was Messenger. The messaging function associated with Facebook was really, I think, again, the kids just the generation before me used AOL. I used AOL a tiny bit, but segued almost immediately onto Facebook Messenger. And Facebook Messenger, I've sent thousands and thousands of messages on it. It's really, Discord seems to have very much replaced it for the current generation. I'm not good at this video game. I talked to my first girlfriend endlessly on Messenger. Grumpy her. It was how I kept up with my friends. It's still how I get in contact with a number of people today, though. I usually of the older generation. Come on, get him. Nice, good job, mate. So that's just the sort of basic social media breakdown for me. Come on, I can do it. Easy peasy, win the game. YouTube is, I think, the most important and easily the most dominant one going forwards. I mean, video content is just it's so much fun to enjoy and relatively easy to create. So look forward to more of it. How did I actually do in this game? Please. What was it, 1511 or something? Get in there. I had a good cap there at the end, but... Oh, we don't even get to know. Oh, 11 and 7. Weak. Better luck next time, guys.